Welcome to the Bitcoin Technical Analysis Update for Thursday, October the 9th, brought to you by Augustcool Research. I'm Jackson, and I'll take you through some of the recent price action and point out a few key levels that might be useful for trade setups. You can follow us on Twitter at Augustcool for all things related to markets, economics, and digital assets. Let's have a look at things since the latest all-time high on Monday the 6th. The rise from late September took us just over 126,000 on Monday. There are some months where Bitcoin usually declines in the first days of the month to establish a monthly low, but not this month. The monthly low sits at 114,000, and this could be a useful support level if we do have a further pullback. But there are other important support levels above this, so we'll focus on those for now. We haven't seen a sharp sell-off since the all-time high. Bitcoin seems to be consolidating a bit around the 236 level based on the fibs pulled from the late September move. So far, it does not seem that the 236 is providing any major support or resistance, but it is a place where we've been ranging for a few days as the bulls and bears try to work out what's next. There were a couple of attempts to push higher, but they quickly sold off, so we're in this range around 121 and 122,000 for now. If we look at some shorter time frame fibs, we see there is a 618 level that seems to be acting as a magnet in the last few hours. I wouldn't put too much in this, but it does show that some in the market are eyeing this level for now. But there are probably more important TA levels to keep in mind. One in particular is the volume range profile based on the April low. We keep this one on our primary chart, as it often serves as a major support or resistance level. Of course, there are many volume profiles you can pull, based off of major highs, like a recent all-time high, or based on lows, like the one you see here. Since we're in a bull market, we found that the value area low and the value area high did serve as key levels. And on top of that, the point of control, in red, has also had some influence. As you see, we touched that in mid-September, failed to break through, and then we had the sell-off back to 109,000. And after the latest all-time high, you can see that price came back to the value area high of this range and reversed. So for any swing trades you might be considering, keep this volume profile in mind. A break below it might signal we're in for a further pullback, or could simply be a fake out to take out some of the leveraged long positions, and then we could climb higher. The last thing I'll point out with this volume profile is the confluence of the point of control with the 0.5 fib. So our main setup, in case things go lower, is to wait for this level around 117,750 as a place to maybe put in some buy orders. We won't cover the latest Elliott wave options in this video, but a pullback after the all-time high isn't necessarily a bearish signal. It could be a consolidate phase that ends in a wave 4, and then we'd look for a wave 5 higher. The last thing we'll show you is this fib channel that is developing from the all-time high. Similar to past local or all-time highs, when we have seen a pullback, some consolidation, a fib channel like this might have some influence over short-term price moves, say on a 1-hour basis. And in this case, you can sort of make out a few support and resistance levels, even just now on Thursday morning. So we'll just put this out there for you to consider. What's more meaningful to us is that the current price action is taking the shape of a bull flag. There are one or two other high time frame channels we're keeping our eye on. We don't want to give away too much of the secret sauce to the public. But let's just say we don't see anything too bearish in those. For the moment, we'll leave it at that for this video. If you find this content useful, please give us a like, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to receive notifications when we drop future videos. If you have a price prediction for Bitcoin, drop it in the comments. We're curious about what you think. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.